by playing. It was like a drink and true. A kind of child's game which became a man's business. You need talent and discipline. You are born gifted, but discipline can only be learned. It depends on the quality of the product you want to obtain. For a rack mix, all you only need is a computer, a good software, a master keyboard, and a couple of samplers. Altogether could cost $2,000, no more. On the contrary, the budget involved for a all-home recording studio is much higher, is about $30,000 minimum. For a rough mix, all you need is time and some basic instruments. Professionally, in professional way, what Media Records actually spends for a track is about $20,000–$25,000. If your product is a rough mix, what you have to do is looking for a good producer that is willing to release it. But be careful, there are a lot of bastard music producers, so don't make them steal it. If the version is finished, is already the final one, what you need is a recording company. A recording company that believes in your track and is ready to invest money on that. So, don't get depressed at the first refusal. Keep going on. This is what I suggest you. Hi, first of all you have to keep care of your audience. Then, you should keep in mind that the world, the dance music scene in the world is divided in 4 big sectors. It's a kind of matrix. If you want to see how it's divided, click here. I feel it inside of me. I just follow my stomach feeling. A last thing, my advice is, if you aren't able to do everything for yourself, choose a partner, but keep faith on him. Let him work on your creativity. Ciao. Hi guys, you have just clicked on Gianfranco Bortolotti, the master of sound of Italy.
Oh hi! You just clicked in on the mixer, and the mixer is just that. It allows us to mix all the different noises or sounds that we put into it. From where? Well, the microphone, the synthesizer, the keyboards, and even the samplers, and even live instruments. Why don't we start off by giving you an example? And let's start off with the rhythmic section of this particular track. Bass drums, claps, cymbals. How about the bass line? And what about the synthesizer? Let's not forget the vocals. With the mixer, this is where we try and do everything to get the final result, to make sure the sound is right for you. You want to know what these knobs are all about? Well, let me explain. These particular knobs right here, they allow us to adjust the volume. And these knobs right here, these allow us to put different types of effects on the sounds we're looking for. Delay, echo, reverberation, anything we're looking for in terms of effects. What about these knobs right here? These knobs allow us to equalize the tracks, to get the right sound volume between each individual sound. And how about these knobs up here up high? Well, those are basically to compress the sounds that we're looking for. There you have it. It's pretty simple, and it's also pretty simple to use, but it does take some time and practice. So, what I recommend is that you keep mixing and get it right. Bye-bye. Hi, you've just clicked in on the sampler. What is the sampler? Well, basically, it's an electronic machine, or better yet, a computer, that allows us to save and store information on a 3.5-inch floppy. The sampler was revolutionary in creating such house tracks as 49ers, Clubhouse, and even Capella. Why don't we start off by showing you some samples. Voice samples. Can we change the pitch of this voice? How about a groove? The sampler is fundamental if you want to start doing some house and dance tracks. Media Records took it to the best advantage. Why don't you try? Take care. Hi, you just clicked on the post-production digital workstation. Did you ever ask yourself how they used to make compilations or albums? They used to use a 24-track magnetic tape. Very inconvenient, and you lost a lot of sound quality as well. Nowadays, we can make compilations just like this one with the help of this computerized digital machine, or computer. Let's take a look. With this particular program that we have on the monitor, we can adjust the BPM per minute from making it a higher BPM to a lower BPM throughout the whole album or compilation. Another great feature of this computer program is the editing effects. We can display two different tracks and splice them together at the correct moment. At one time this was impossible, but with the help of our friendly computer we can do just about everything. Faster time, better sound quality, everything is done digitally. It's the way the music industry is going. It's the sound of the future, and that's Media Records. Alright, you've just selected our special effects rack. Each one of these electronic machines allow us to select and choose whatever sound we want, and even modify them. If you'd like to know a little bit more about how these machines work, why don't you select one of the sound effects that's at your disposal? Great, you've just selected the voice reverb. Why don't we apply the effect? Let's come on over to the mixer, and let's listen to the voice without any effect.
Feeling good now, baby.
And now with the voice reverb.
Feeling good now, baby. Feeling good now, baby.
Have you noticed the difference? Alright, you just selected the flanger effect. Why don't we select the machine, come over to the mixer, and let's hear the sample.
Feeling good now, baby.
Now let's apply the flanger effect.
Feeling good now, baby. Feeling good now, baby.
Can you hear the difference, man? Great. You've just selected the voice delay, otherwise known as the echo. Why don't we select the machine? And let's listen to the sample.
Feeling good now, baby.
And now with the voice delay.
Feeling good now, baby. Feeling good now, baby.
Have you noticed the difference? Bingo! You've just clicked on the Media Records archives. This is where we've stored all of our productions, from the very first to the very latest. What are they stored on? Let me show you. This is a DAT, otherwise known as a digital audio tape. You want to know how big it is? Well, let me show you. This is a cassette tape, and this is a DAT. Normally when we're done with the production, it gets saved on a DAT, digital audio tape. When it goes to the transfer, it gets transferred to a cassette tape, a 12-inch vinyl, or a CD. The sound is in digital, so it makes it easy to listen and it's high resolution. Well, there you have it. It's pretty simple. So next time you buy a record, keep in mind this DAT, because that's where it came from. Oh, hi. Not too long ago, records were recorded off of a magnetic tape just like this one. 24 tracks, from instruments like the bass, the guitar, drums, synthesizers, to even the vocals. But nowadays things have changed. With the help of new technology, in a digital studio just like this one, we can do everything off a computer. Why don't you click here to find out? Hi! You've just clicked on the Virtual Recording and Sound Studio, completely done by the computer, the latest in digital computer technology. It's a little bit complicated for beginners, so I'm going to just explain two examples. Come on and take a look. On the left-hand screen, we have a bass line with the various notes. If we go to our MIDI keyboard, we can adjust the volume or frequency with a simple knob. Coming back to our computer monitor, we can see the sound wave image. We can also project this image on the right-hand screen to get a sharper image. With this, we can modify and edit the sounds that we desire to get the right frequency. Can you hear the difference? Another advantage of this computer system is the holophonic graphics here. By calling up the sound or groove we desire, like the following. We can project the sound from the right-hand side of the room or speaker to center, to the left-hand side, behind us, and even more importantly, above us or below us. This is only two of several features that this computer system has to offer. It's the latest in computer and digital technology. It's the sound of the future. It's the sound of Media Records. Hi, you've just clicked on the digital system of recording and mixing. Why don't I move out of your way and show you how it works? The monitor on the left-hand side is our multi-track recorder, while the monitor on the right-hand side is our mixer, along with special effects keys. Why don't we take this sample, for example, and show you how it works. As you can see on our display screen, we have the sound wave image. We can take this sample and higher the pitch, or we can lower the pitch. This is only one example of what this digital recording system can do. Unlike the analogic mixer, this digital system can save information. We can work on productions, and when it's complete, store that information and call it up again in 3 months' time. It's the sound of the future, and that's where Media Records is going. Bye-bye. Hey, you want to know what I have inside this DJ's Fly case? Just some legendary tracks which have made these studios famous all over the world. You want to hear? You want to hear for yourself? Come a little bit closer. A little more. Hi. Producing high-quality products is important to the success of any record label, but even more so is the promotions. Here at our Impulse Promotions Department, with the help of Luca, Angelisa, and why not, even Tweety, we're able to send these white labels out all over the world to radio stations, trade magazines, and even record labels to get the chart position we're looking for. Would you like to be part of our mailing list? Why don't you send us an email?
Aha, so you like blondes, huh? Well, so do I. And this particular blonde right here, her name is Rita.
Ciao.
She's also available. Apart from the jokes, what you need to be a great graphics personnel is to have a decent computer with a lot of memory, a scanner, and a printer. But most importantly, you need to be creative. You need to be very creative. And here's some of the examples that we've done right now to show you our creativity. But even more important than being creative is you have to have a lot of great ideas. And the great ideas, they stem from here, and they are then transposed here. Why don't you click right now?
dance floor. Freestyle style reach on the dance floor. Freestyle style reach terminology.
Hi guys! Right now you are the press department desk of Media Records. Right from here we deal with all the most important musical magazines worldwide. We are in touch with writers and reviewers from America to Asia. Have a look at the magazine here around me and check it out. You will find some pieces of Media Records history.
Prova tu.
L'ultima provocazione della Riviera è La Donna in Scatola Compilation con Saccoman, Gigi D'Agostino, Entrance, Raf by Picotto. La Donna in Scatola Compilation. Abbiamo rimesso la donna al suo posto. In scatola. Quanto sei disposto a pagarla?